to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today we're talking about teamwork and productivity. What is the connection between teamwork and productivity? How does one enhance one's level of productivity by having a series of mentors and mastermind, meaning peers who can really help you uh, heighten your level of productivity. All right, so thanks for being here. If you're new to the show, we are a show aimed at entrepreneurs, those who have their own business, those who would like to own their own business, and those who simply would like to live like a boss. You can go to productivethroughjoy.com. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We have incredible series of workshops and one-on-one executive coaching, very powerful program. Go again to productivethroughjoy.com. See about us uh, and see what we do to help you do what you need to do when you do what you do when you do what you do. Thanks for being here. Again, for those of you who are new, allow me to say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. I am the author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, which was a Today Show Book of the Month pick. That book's film rights were optioned by the actor Will Smith, whose people called my people, and I eventually agreed to write the screenplay for that particular project. I'm also the author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, which is set 13 miles from Ferguson, where, of course, Michael Brown was murdered in the conflagration that ensued there as well. I'm also the board of the president of the board of the World Stage, a literary and jazz 501c3 nonprofit here in Los Angeles in the Crenshaw district. My educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergraduate. My master's is from UCLA, and my PhD in English is from the University of California at Riverside. I am currently a professor of English Lit at LMU here in Los Angeles. I'm an expert at being productive, right? I don't say that to brag or boast, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was raped at 16, gave birth to me at 17, and subsequently gave me up for adoption to an amazing single divorcee. Yet at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD. Yet, as Cool Modi famously said, "How you like me now?" And if I can be this productive through joy, so can many of us who are watching this show, in many ways that inspires our show, the show, our business. Um, we know what it's like to come through hardship. And when people like us can have success against extraordinary odds, we offer encouragement, inspiration to those who are looking for encouragement and inspiration. So we feel like this work is here to help the planet uh, be more replete and fulfilled. So thanks for being here. Again, go to productivethroughjoy.com. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We probably can help you do what you need to do. Thanks for being here. Um, let's dive in. Before we dive deeply into the topic, we like to speak on the morning show because again we air each weekday morning here at 4:45 a.m. on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. And we like to speak on the morning show about framing your day before your day has a chance to frame you. Um, we speak about this in the context of ritual. You know, at times we wake up with trouble on our mind. If you know my show, I've been sharing that the last, few months here, I've been going through some super complicated kind of personal and professional, really drama with people close to me, just really, wow, acting in ways that were shocking, honestly. Um, and the impact of that, because people in your inner circle who basically are betraying you, it's very hurtful because you don't expect the people who are closest to you know you. But people are at times unhealthy, and their unhealthiness comes out through in myriad of ways. If you know, if you've ever had people close to you act towards you in an untoward way, you know how this feels. So I've been sharing about just that process, just as a process as a way just to be open and vulnerable. That when we air and create these morning shows, we're trying to root them in something real. When you're a person who is an entrepreneur or your family or you're an artist or you're living in ways that are kind of non-traditional, um, that's already stressful enough. But then, of course, you have to also deal with things that other people are dealing with as well: family, relationships, professional issues, lawsuits, all kind of stuff that you got to deal with in business for sure. Um, And so it can be very stressful, right? And everyone feels stress, and a part of the stress piece is being able to manage it. And what seems, from our vantage point, the key to success seems to be, um, the key to success seems to be problem management, because everyone has problems, right? No doubt. And so um, we're talking about how do you effectively manage your stress, effectively manage problems, since everyone has them. And if you know that everyone has them, if you can manage yours more effectively, it gives you a competitive edge. All right. So we talk about this in the context of ritual. Ritual can be defined as simply, essentially doing the same thing at around the same time. So let me give you my morning ritual to serve as an exemplar. In the mornings, I wake up at 3:30 in the morning, including on Labor Day. I'm laboring on Labor Day, so I can get up and I read a couple of spiritual business books. I do our show at 4:45 a.m. At 5, I work on my current novel until sunrise. And at sunrise, I walk out to the beach. I live here along the coast in Venice Beach, California. I bring my drum, I meditate, I pray, I do yoga. It's a really, really powerful time early in the morning here. I come back, I work on my book for a while longer, um, and then go back to the beach to run up the coast all the way past Santa Monica's Pier, run all the way back here to Venice to go to my gym, go to the gym to get my workout in. So guys, by 10:30, I'm feeling amazing. My body is being flooded with endorphins, and that endorphin release gives me a sense of euphoria that I can then leverage to move myself towards my goals and objectives. Um, Again, we're not saying do what I do, we're saying do what you do, and we help individuals do just that very thing, do what they do. And the goal is to be able to enhance, maximize one's productivity along the process. All right. So, again, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com, have me come out speak to your group, school, or organization, so I may do what I do as a way to help you do what you do. All right. So, thanks for being here. Let's dive in. Point one is that, as we're talking about teamwork and productivity, point one is that you want to be. Point one is that you want to be your own best teammate. What does that mean to be your own best teammate? You want to be about doing the things that can undergird you to be a great teammate to someone else, right? Including yourself. If you can imagine, you are an entity that is under the guidance and support of a team, and you are the CEO of your own team. I know it sounds a bit weird because you are that person, but in many ways, it's helpful to think of yourself as an entity separate from you. How do you get your entity, your engine, your driving force? You can choose driving force. You can choose your own metaphor here to be as productive as possible. That when you enter into the team dynamic, you can be a force itself, right, and lead by example. So, point one is you want to get your own individual team member element higher. So you heard me share briefly about, as a sidebar, about having a ritual, having a morning ritual, doing the things that you need to do to get ready to do what needs to get done. All right. Point two is that you then want to identify folks who you respect, folks who are essentially uh, doing things that you would like to do. A mentor, so folks who are already at or who have been where you want to go. You want to be able to find a way to work with people just like that. What that does, it gives you an opportunity to work closely with people and see from up close where you want to go by watching the activities of individuals around you who are already doing, which goes right into point three. As you begin to do that, you have an opportunity to um, enhance your productivity because you're going to have a roadmap provided by those who've already cut the path. And that's just a smart way to do business and to do life, all right? Boom, goes the dynamite. That's all for today's show. We air each week in the morning, hella early at 4:45 a.m. You're on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel at 4:45 p.m. or on Facebook Live. Thanks for being here. Definitely go to see us there. Have me come and speak to your group, school, with organization. Go to productivethroughjoy.com. Thank you. We love and respect you here. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. on Labor Day. Deuces.